If only I could turn back time.
What's going on, guys? Noisy Boy here, and I'm back with some more of my Dark Souls 3, and this is the finale of the walkthrough. So we're pretty much here at Felanor's Rest, and we are gonna go to the left first, way left, and then way right. A bit of a run, but if you can see there, there's a body crawling along the ground. He's trying to get to us. We won't worry about him for now, but first we'll head on around here. There should be another ringed greatsword, paired greatsword I should say, knight down here. We'll come and take this dude on. See if we can wail him down a bit. Ooh, smart. Gives you a slab, and then his drop is the chunk, so pretty easy type shit, I guess. And then we're going to go head way right. Now we're going up to the last boss, who is called Gael, or Gael, whatever you want to call him. Again, stay away from that dude there. He's trying to trigger a boss fight, but we will not be manipulated. We're going to head on through here first. Get back my FP. So yeah, this next, well, we're going to do like an NPC fight. If you remember HEIR, she's a bit butthurt that you woke up Fëanor, because what happens is what had happened was when we woke Fëanor up, it pretty much made everything stop time, so we'll see if we can butthurt this girl too.
I've searched for thee, dark, stricken creature. I am HEIR, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Medea. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
Boom, she's not, did she? And gone. Taking a punch as usual with a mage.
Forgive thy lowly kind.
Doom, and you pretty much get her a crucifix of the Mad King. And a slab from her as well. So what we'll do, have a look here at her weapon. Pretty cool little weapon. It's actually got a corpse hanging on the edge, so where is it? And it's funny, they always seem to put these in the weirdest places. Right here. You need 14 of faith to get this, and it's a bit of a dark. It's almost like a, what are they called? Not a spear, like a halberd. A cross spear hung with a malformed corpse. Once a Mad King was born, and the pygmy royalty to the pygmy royalty, and HEIR, knight of Fëanor. Put him to rest. Oh, bloody hell, it's a bit of a one. Anyway, but HEIR's cross spear, unable to kill the undying king, only pinned itself to him. HEIR delivered them together to the dark moon, where she stayed and held them close. So this girl's Mad King's folly. It's pretty much like a screaming attack, which pretty much, or raw if you could, like it's called Mad King's Folly, obviously, but it slammed a malformed corpse into the ground to briefly awaken it, then fill it with strong attack to trigger a roar, a blessing, a vaccination. So it's pretty much just like a roar, like you're saying a scream, and it just knocks you on your ass a little bit. So what we'll do, we'll homeward bone back to the bonfire, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, here we are. Hello to all. I brought this guy in. This is actually my second attempt. I died in the first attempt. I got to his third phase and died, but he has 3 phases, just so you guys know. But I actually wanted to bring in this guy as well, just so I could actually talk about the phases while we fight. His first phase is pretty standard. If you have poison weapons, he's pretty weak against poison, or if you're a pyromancer, hitting him with poison is a good idea. He is also weak against frost build-up, so straight up got hit by that. With that attack there, if he does it to you, roll in the same direction he is, so away from you but with him in the same spot. Like I was saying before, poison is really good if you can work up the poison really well, and it can just kind of tick down his life while you hang around the the outskirts. I'm not sure if I actually poisoned him here, and I've got the S-Talk just for this particular fight because I wanted to see how good the S-Talk will work up in poison. But if you have an actual poison weapon, or if you're a pyromancer or you have a pyromancer glove, just trying to work up that poison on is a really good idea. But again, like I was saying before, he is weak against frost build-up, so hitting him with frost is like, a really good idea. He's weak against frost, so, and as you guys know, he's Gael from the Painted World and Ashes of Ariango. But again, he jumps, and then you want to dodge back, and then you've got like a free couple of hits if you can get them in. And you want to watch for that move. See if you roll with him, you pretty much end up right next to him. Oh, I didn't do very well in this fight, but again, there's like a free hit right there. You probably noticed already that I haven't really used any magic because I'm going to save it for the second and third phase. But again, just try and wail him down melee style if you have a weapon. I prefer like a quick weapon against him. But yeah, if you have you can use heavy weapons if you want, but I kind of thought the hit and run tactic was pretty good, especially because he has counter attacks too.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
So pretty much in the second phase, it's a lot like the first phase, but he has his cape pretty much comes to life. So he might take a swing and then his cape will come around for a second hit, so you have to watch for that. You got to pick your moments. He has like a couple of lunging dashes where you might be able to get in a couple of hits, so we'll work on this though. But he starts off slow, so if you're a ranged attack you can get in a couple of hits here, just like me. So I'm going to try and hit him hard to start with, just try and get a good start, just like that. You gotta watch his repeating blast. If you just run to the right, it's pretty normal. That attack there is where you can get a hit in or two if you want. But as you can see, I'm just trying to stay at range to try and get him, just to explain it to you. Oh, look at that damage, man, far out. Even though there is two of us here, his health pool goes through the roof, so you want to just... It is a conscious decision if you want to do it. I just did it just for this particular fight. I probably could have taken, but I wanted to just explain, so... And here we are going into his third phase now, guys. Now, what you're trying to watch out for here are these things. Wherever these things touch on the ground is where lightning's going to strike. So it's pretty much meaning the wall is falling apart. But like I was saying there's like that lunge that he does. You can actually try and punish him with that if you can hit him with it. But he also does that spinning attack too, and there's another punch right there. So this one here, you can punish him right there if you can. As you can see, my buddy is. And you can also punish there too if you can run around him, but it just depends how you want to do it. So as you can see, that lunge a lot of his moves are telegraphed as well. As you can see, my buddy there is just kind of doing it himself, but oh damn, it just got in at the end. But you can punish him, so you just have to watch out for his cape. So you can see like hit it hard, as you can see. But again, you can't really get in all these attacks yourself. I suggest using Great Heavy Soul Arrow too, just like I did there. Thanks a lot, buddy. And we get his soul as well, so which deals with some pretty damn good weapons. Thanks a lot, buddy. I know you guys are thinking, what a cheap ass, but bringing in an NPC or another player is a conscious decision only because of the fact that his defense and attack goes up the same with his health. So if you think you can do it, you can, but if I've just found when there's two melee attackers that it's hard to get in. But just change some of my weapons back. But yeah, I highly recommend the Erythor Straight Sword. I was using that before, well, I was going to use it before. Does a lot of damage, or the rapier as well. Even Frida's Great Scythe does a frost build up and just kind of whittles down his life in like a couple of hits. So again, another conscious decision, but let's put my shield back on too, just in case. But that's the very final boss done. We will go do a few other things first. Probably first up we'll go and hit this bonfire up first. Where are my souls? There's probably none there anyway, so... Yeah, no, there's none there, I don't think. Oh, hold on, no, this is my third attempt. Sorry, this is my third attempt. What am I saying? I tried it by myself twice, died at this stage as well, but, you know, thought, why not bring another guy? So, what we're going to do is, because we took out Sherry, you can actually get her armor set too. So what we'll do is go to the ringed inner wall, and I'll speed run and show you where her set is. So, what we'll do is make our way there, and I'll see you guys in 2 ticks. Alright guys, here we are at the ringed inner wall. Now we need to go and get Shira's armor first before we finish this up, so we'll probably just sprint it through here, no need to worry about anything, so get past all these guys, we all know what's down here. But we pretty much got to go all the way back to where we spoke to the NPC at the door and we couldn't get in, so we fought her before and killed her, so if you come this way you can actually go and get her armor, so I'll just speedrun it so I can get through it. Not speedrun, but just get through it, so to speak. Run down this way. Get up the top here. Go through this door and you've pretty much got her armor just in here. So wham. Shira's crown, Shira's armor, gloves, all the good stuff. So we're going to quickly teleport back to the shrine and see what we get from the boss soul. So I'll see you guys there in a second. Alright guys, here we are. Wave it out and we'll go see what we can get from the boss souls first and see what the description says for the soul. So we'll head on up here and we'll turn it in. Let's have a look see. So first up you can get a sword. Obviously Gael's great sword, very very popular sword out there right now. Great sword of Slave Knight Gael, the only weapon that he kept with him from beginning to end. Originally an executioner's sword made for decapitation. This blade is heavily chipped and stained with the blood of the countless battles. Blade of Peril, it's like pretty much like that, you know, you saw that leaping attack before that we were trying to, you know, anyway, that little combo that he had with him, pretty good weapon. I think I'm definitely going to get used to that weapon more. Or you can use this one here, repeating crossbow. This crossbow, customized for repeat firing to face mobs alone, was wielded by Slave Knight Gael. Used in battles of Endless Journey, this crossbow is covered with twists and dinks, rusted with blood, and made extremely brittle for overuse. So you get the rapid fire skill, or repeat fire skill too, so again, another awesome weapon. This DC has had some pretty good weapons. You know, you just can't help but just love the game so far, so... But anyway guys, that is the end of the game. I know I got the guy, you know, got a guy in the end, but you know, this is part of those, I just feel like this DLC just, you know, makes you include other people and to just group up, so you know, I just wanted to show you guys that one. I think I died in the first attempt, so I went with the second attempt. I went to go grab someone, so you guys don't have to do it like that. I could have just, you know, grinded him out, you know, maybe died a couple more times, but you know, I just wanted to bring someone in. I just happened to bring someone who was actually quite good, so thanks dude, if you're watching this, cheers for the help. Now that is the end of the DLC. We pretty much got a lot of the stuff that we needed, and you know, it just seems like I found this one a bit more difficult as a mage. I went through my quality build with it, you know, pretty damn bloody, not, I wouldn't say easy, but I'll just say I had less trouble with a strength build or my quality build. But all in all, my review of the game, or the DLC itself, again, you know, I think a lot of people have already complained in reviews about not having like a, you know, an end game cinematic, but you have to remember this is a DLC. The vanilla game ending is at the actual true ending, but at the same time, my review on this, you know, that they just heavily invested in lore in this, and if you guys are lore junkies, you know, like Epic Name Bro and stuff like that, they will be loving this DLC. But you know, I'm not heavily into the lore. I do read up on it from time to time, but I think what this DLC does well is it gives it a good nod to the older games like the Dark Souls 1 and 2, and even bringing in patches as well. I'm pretty sure Miyazaki is laughing to himself right now about it, but you know, I think all in all they made this like the old school Dark Souls, where all Dark Souls games have been pretty hard, but there's gone back to the really unforgiving hard in this DLC, where it's the enemies are just overwhelming, and you just have to use more your wits more than anything else. But yeah, guys, as you can see, probably not the perfect walkthrough that I thought it was going to be, but you know, at the same time I died a lot, got in some you know, other NPCs and other players to help me out, but you know, at least you got to see what it did. So you know, you know, I apologize if you guys are offended by it, but you know, this game is all about joining forces and battling the evil forces, you know. So, but no, again, I just really loved it, and I just it's a shame for it to be the end, because I thought they would at least do 3 and hopefully 4, but at the same time they didn't get around to doing it, which is awesome. But you know, what do you do? I do know this is not going to be the end of the Souls series, you know, the Soulsborne series. If anything, they'll probably make a Bloodborne 2. I heard on the grapevine that there might be another Demon Souls. Not sure if that's a remastered one or a second one, I'm not sure, but I would love to see maybe another DLC for Bloodborne, or maybe even another Bloodborne game itself, like Bloodborne 2. I think that would be very popular. But anyway, guys, that's the DLC. I had a lot more difficulty than I thought I would have, especially with you know, Medea and then coming up to Gael at the end. So I tried my best, guy, but you know, a little bit out of practice with the mage. But you know, hopefully you guys acquired as much of the items and weapons as I did, and I'm kind of hoping this was helpful in a way. But yeah, guys, so please, if you did like it, please smash the like button, support my channel. Actually, sorry, just before I finish up on this, guys, I'd just like to make a big thank you to everyone who's supported this channel, has supported this series, I should say. It's been such an awesome ride, and this is one of my, well, this is my all-time favorite game, and you know, I just have to say, you know, for everyone who's commented, liked, even disliked, you know, thanks a lot, man. I just love all you people out there for coming along with me on this journey, and just learning as I've gone through too. So, but yeah, guys, I won't take up too much more of your time, so please, if you did like this, please smash the like button. I'm your host, Noisy Boy. Thanks for coming on by, and as always, guys, stay noisy.